In the last video I made, we broke down the fundamentals, basic attacks, key pulsing, how to link attacks through key pulse, chaining quick attacks into our strong attacks, and learning how to unload a full toolkit within a single key bar before having to reset and recover. In this video, we'll cover adding stances to build on our combat prowess. If you're comfortable with mid stance, let's go to our samurai point skill tree and unlock low stance. Now, this game is largely played using R1. Holding R1 highlights key elements on your UI. So, your stance controller on the bottom right and your item controller on the bottom left. Hold R1 and press left or right to cycle through your items. Hold R1 and press A or X to shift down into low stance. Hold R1 and press X to shift back into mid stance. And then pressing R1 and B will sheath your weapon. Now don't forget, as we covered in the last video with the Odachi, R1 and B executes imperative strike when you hold it, so just don't forget that if you're using the Odachi. You can change your stances at any time. So practice shifting from mid to low and low back to mid. Get a feel for switching stances fluidly and drive that muscle memory into your mind. And once you're comfortable, let's take a look at what's available in lower stance. Low stance has a basic quick combo that's a 4-step sequence, while the strong attack combo consists of just 2 spinning strikes. You also have your jump attack, we still have slide attack and imperative strike all in low stance. But to use devastating rush, we'll have to equip it in the skills menu. Low stance cannot double tap to roll, so the roll flip that we went over in the first video is not available here, but we still have just the regular dash attack. Now, just like in mid stance, practice executing all of the moves in low stance. Also, work on transitioning into a jump attack from a single quick or single strong attack to get comfortable chaining your combos. And once you feel comfortable with your stance attacks, practice ending an attack with a stance switch. Don't worry about linking stills together yet, just focus on switching. So try to do this. Do a basic attack combo in mid stance, key pulse, then switch to low. Then perform a basic attack combo in low, key pulse, and then switch back to mid. We're just trying to build some stance switching muscle memory right now. We're not worried about using any skills or pulse and go or anything like that. You just want to get your mind used to very slowly, very deliberately switching stances. Now, once you're comfortable just doing the basic combo back and forth, feel free to mix in other attacks. I like to use a jump attack, so try performing a jump attack, key pulse, and then switch stances. Really focus on the muscle memory. The goal is to switch stances as quickly as possible after key pulsing, so this becomes second nature. And as I mentioned, you can switch stances at any time. So watch closely. I'm going to shift from mid to low during a mid stance attack. I'll start with the second part of the heavy combo, then switch to low and key pulse. Now remember, this is done by pressing R1 and A while the animation is still playing. So watch. Do you see how the stance shifted in the middle of the attack so that when I key pulsed, I was in low? The advantage of switching stances mid-combo is that it gives you access to abilities from another stance while you're still attacking. So let's try practicing this. From the mid stance, execute the basic strong attack combo, and during the second hit, switch to low, then key pulse. Then perform the low strong attack combo, and during the second hit, switch back to mid. Keep practicing this back and forth until it feels comfortable. And as you improve, try removing hits. For example, try switching on the first attack instead of the second in mid, or switch on the first in low. Try a jump attack from mid and switching into low for an imperative strike. Experiment with all the abilities that you've learned. Don't forget to practice anything that I'm showing you against a live enemy as well, so you can feel how it is to weave stance switching into an actual fight. And once you get comfortable, we'll move on to an exercise to push this even further. Now, in the first video, I had you work on executing the entire mid-stance attacks within a single key bar. And we're going to do that same exercise again, but this time we're going to pre-switch on every single attack. So you should already be comfortable doing this. Okay, so beginning in mid, here's the sequence that I want you to learn. Okay, we're going to do quick to tail strike to cancel jump, pre-switch to low, key pulse, low strong attack, pre-switch back to mid, key pulse, imperative strike, pre-switch down to low, key pulse, and finally finish off with a devastating rush and ki pulse. If you can execute all of that smoothly, you're ready to move on to the next layer of this training. So we're going to buy a martial art. In the Odachi tree, we're going to pick up an ability called Severing Blade. It works similarly to Tail Strike, but in reverse. Tail Strike flows from a quick attack to a strong attack, while Severing Blade goes from strong attack to quick attack. Start by practicing this. Perform a strong attack twice, then press quick attack. Now, Severing Blade must be done in low, and then make sure you ki pulse at the end. Because Severing Blade has a bit of a long animation, you want to practice ki pulsing after it's over. So, make sure you do that. Strong attack twice, then quick attack, follow the animation, and ki pulse. Once it feels comfortable, try pulsing and flowing into the basic low attack combo. So here's how this would look. Strong attack combo, Severing Strike, ki pulse and go into basic combo. Now, I'm having you go into the basic combo so you can build the muscle memory for chaining attacks from Severing Blade. Eventually, you're going to want to be able to do this from any attack. Alright, when you're ready, let's build on this further. Start in mid stance, do a single quick into tail strike, then jump attack combo. Pre-switch during the jump attack and ki pulse into a low strong attack, then Severing Blade, ki pulse, basic attack combo. This trains smooth transitions and chaining in between stances, so watch that again. Okay, from mid, I'm going to do a single quick into tail strike, then jump attack, and pre-switch to low during my jump attack. I'm going to ki pulse and go into a low strong attack, then Severing Strike. There is no ki pulse between it. You can't do that just like tail strike. You have to just press X without ki pulsing. So low strong attack into Severing Blade, ki pulse and go into basic low combo. Okay, now let's put in some other attacks once you're ready. Don't move on until you're ready. But once you are, let's add some other attacks to practice. For example, we're going to do a mid strong attack, pulse and go to low strong, into Severing Blade, pre-switch back to mid, and then do a basic combo. The goal here is to really sink in pre-switching your stances. And once you've got this down, use your imagination. Experiment with pre-switching into low strong and Severing Blade from different attacks. Okay, I'm going to review this one more time before we move on. Practice this combo. From mid, strong attack combo, pre-switch into low, pulse and go into strong attack, then to Severing Blade. While Severing Blade is happening, pre-switch back to mid and pulse and go into the mid basic quick attack combo. Let's add on one more layer to this. Now this is something that wasn't available in Nioh 2. And here's how Severing Blade works. I want to read it to you, okay? Jump forward while spinning and unleash a series of slashes. Low stance only. Now notice here it says press X after a strong attack, but it doesn't say that the strong attack has to be from low stance, meaning that we can do a strong attack from mid stance and pre-switch from that into low and still activate Severing Blade. Only the X portion needs to be executed from low. The other input does not have to be, so watch closely. I'm going to do a strong attack from mid, and while that's happening, I'm pre-switching during the attack into low, and I'm pressing X to flow from a mid-strong attack into a low Severing Blade attack. Okay, so let's have you practice this. Strong attack, pre-switch, Severing Blade. Once you're comfortable, integrate it into a combo. So let's keep working with the combo that we've done. From mid, single quick attack into tail strike, cancel jump attack, ki pulse and go into heavy attack, pre-switch down, Severing Strike. Make sure to try to be able to use this on an enemy so you can practice it chaining on a resisting target. Alright, that's a lot to take in for one video, but there's a lot more to go over on the path towards mastery for Nioh 3, especially the samurai is very, very complex, and as you practice it and you build the muscle memory for each thing, it'll be even easier to call on these things when you need to. But if you just throw yourself into combat and try to make yourself learn, I mean, you can eventually do it, but it is going to be a long, arduous journey. And so I'm making these videos to give you ideas on ways you can put abilities together to make this journey a little easier. Now, You can remember, you don't have to follow everything I'm saying exactly. I don't consider myself the best Nioh player. I don't even consider myself a good one. Play the game however you want. You don't have to listen to me. Even if you only take a couple ideas from my videos, that's great. I'm glad that I was able to help you grow to whatever player you are. You craft your own playstyle with Nioh, so you don't have to copy me, and I don't recommend copying me. I can't make a claim about how optimal I play because I don't know. I'm just good at helping people build the muscle memory to get to the path to mastery. So, hopefully you enjoyed this. The next video I'm going to make is going to cover high stance. We're going to add more martial arts skills, and we're going to reinforce pre-switching across all three stances. And with changing stances and using so much ki, we're going to go over two abilities. They're actually the same one, but one's an advanced version. We're going to go over Flux 1 and Flux 2. So, if you're interested in that, share this video, subscribe, like, leave a comment, and I will see you in the next one.